All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. So, let's get straight to it. The restaurant. I have 2 more weeks in this restaurant. Yeah, getting right into the whole topic of the story. We're closing down the restaurant next week. Next weekend is the last weekend. And for those that don't know, this channel was made to kind of show the journey of me trying to recover from all the shutdowns. As a newly and very happy to a point restaurant owner when everything just happened to happen. All the shutdowns a couple of years ago, everybody knows. I don't have to explain it. Yada yada yada. So I've been kind of showing you, and I've kind of let you guys know it hasn't been fun. It just hasn't been fun. The recovery was never. It was never there. Every single time it looked like you were gonna recover, and something would happen in this neighborhood, or something would happen that it would just slow down again. And it's not like we stopped. We started doing things really messed up here, and we started getting people were really unhappy. It was not that. It was just difficult to get new traffic. So we always get our regulars. They come whenever they can. And this week looks like it's extremely busy, but we just came from last week that was extremely slow. So, it's that balancing act in this location that it balances more negative than positive. You may have a couple weeks that are great, and you're like, oh, this is good. And then no explanation out of nowhere, you get a couple weeks that it just brings you right back down. So you never get ahead. We never been able to get ahead in this place. Sometimes it's just events that happen. People don't want to travel here, whatever it is. Pretty sure this is a telemarketer. I'm not doing this video over again. So let's pause this. All right. Again, telemarketer again. I don't know what's going on lately. The telemarketers have been really, really aggressive lately. They're calling like, I must get at least 20 calls a day out of nowhere. These telemarketers people are just trying to sell shit. Everything for this restaurant. I don't know. But okay. I hate when that happens. Been trying to do this video, and I've been getting interrupted constantly. Look, I'm not doing this again. So subscribe if you haven't. Before I forget, I am still going to let you guys know the next story, like the next journey to next story. The next story is, I don't want to say it's similar. It's going to be similar to this one, but there is some similar stuff over there. They're still going through recovering. It's a much bigger place, but they just their issue is that they need someone in that kitchen to basically take over that kitchen. I've been helping them a little bit, but it's hard for me to do both at the same time. So they're basically helping me get out of this system, this place, this restaurant, to get to the other restaurant, to take over that place, to rebuild, rebrand. There's a whole huge project. There's a bunch of little issues that I'm gonna be fixing, like always, right? But this restaurant has a light as far as like there is traffic there. That's the one thing that I don't have here. There is traffic. This place used to be extremely busy for a long time. They just had some changes. A lot of it had to do with basically after all that happened, they were never able to get the right staff after all the closings. And I get it myself, I had a lot of those issues too, but if I couldn't get someone, I just did most of the work myself, because I was able to do it here because this is a small restaurant. Over there, you can't. You gotta get whoever you can, because you can fit my restaurant in that place probably about 7 times. So yes, it's a very big restaurant. So you got to work with what you have, and they just didn't have the right people. And there was a lot of little issues that were going on. I've been helping, I've been seeing the issues. But without getting into it, I'm gonna share my story. It's gonna be interesting. I see a light there. I definitely see a light over there as far as being able to fix the issues. I definitely don't think it's gonna be overnight, because it never is. If you're gonna do something correct, I'm not gonna do it like a band-aid fix. It's gonna be something which, yeah, it's not gonna be easy, and it's gonna suck for probably, a couple months. I will be embracing the suck for a couple months. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some people that quit when I get there, because I think there's been some stuff that's been going on that probably shouldn't have been going on. So, with that being said, I do have a connection with the place. I've actually opened this place over 15 years ago, as I think that might have been my last sous chef position that I had. So yeah, over 15 years ago. Very interesting to be going back there as, chef. So yeah, that's where that is. And it's funny, somebody, I told someone else that I know, my competition, I actually called them to, this is a funny story. This is just a little caveat to this whole story. I called one of my competitions, one of the guys that I met, really nice guy. He'd been over to the restaurant. And I was asking him if they needed service, because I have my server, and it's sad for me to have to say that I'm gonna have to let him know that next week is the last week we'll be open. So I'm trying to see if I can find a space for him. While I'm gonna tell him today he's gonna start looking for a job. That hopefully maybe I was lucky enough to find a space for him or an opportunity. And so I'm calling for that. The gentleman apparently he asked me if I wanted to take over his place. And it's just like, what a coincidence, huh? It's a funny world. He has other plans that's going on, and he was asking, he wanted the place to still be running, and he was offering me a job. What a coincidence. It was a funny world. So he's coming over because I told him, I said, at the very least, if he wants to buy some equipment, he come over here. I'm gonna be selling equipment and kitchen supplies and restaurant supplies. So yeah, funny world, small world. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave your comments below, your questions if you have any questions. Peace later.